What we're dealing with here is a very common 11 plus problem called lowest common multiple. It sounds a lot more complicated than it is, and we'll explain it in time. This is partly why we've learnt to use products of primes to express numbers. So let's look at a typical lowest common multiple question. The one I like the most is the gunship question. So you've got two gunships in the Spanish Armada firing at each other, and one of them's firing every 45 seconds and the other one's firing every 60 seconds. And the question is, when do they both fire at the same time, if they both start now? Well, one way of working it out is just to do your 45 times tables. So it's 45 plus 45 is 90, 135, 180. And then your 60 times table, 60, 120, 180. And as soon as you see a snap, you know that you've got a match. So they fire after 180 seconds. There is a smarter way of doing it, which is that you express each of these numbers as a product of primes and you find the lowest common multiple. So that's the lowest common multiple, the lowest number that's in both times tables, both the 45 and the 60 times tables. Watch this. If I express 45 as a product of primes, I can't divide by 2, I can divide by 3 to get 15, I can divide by 3 again to get 5, and I can divide by 5 to get 1. That becomes 3 times 3 times 5. So we call that 3 squared times 5. 3 squared because it's 3 times 3. So it's just the power 2 up here. Now this one, 60, let's do that over here, is divisible by 2 to get 30, which is divisible by 2 to get 15. It's divisible by 3 to get 5, and then 5 gives you, at the bottom of the page, 1. Excuse me for running out of space. So that's 2 times 2 times 3 times 5. Let's just write that again. 2 squared times 3 times 5. Then I look at these two numbers, that's 45 and that's 60, and I say, who's got the highest power of 2's? 60? Okay, we'll take that, 2 squared. Who's got the highest power of 3's? They're both 3, 3. Oh no, sorry, that's a 3 squared, so we'll take the 3 squared. Who's got the highest power of 5's? Well, that's 5 and that's 5, it's the same. And we go on all up the primes until we run out of primes. That formula is my LCM, my lowest common multiple. And if we work that out, that's 2 squared, which is 4, times 3 squared, which is 9, times 5. 4 times 5 is 20, times 9 is 180. Let's go back to what we found out using the times tables, 180. The advantage of this method, apart from passing exams, is that you can deal with much bigger numbers and work out your lowest common multiple. I'll give you another lowest common multiple in a bit.